Research has shown that having a higher sense of purpose is associated with better health behaviors, reduced drug use and addiction, in addition to empowering us to take on a more fulfilling life. Feeling a lack of purpose can contribute to depression and anxiety. Here to discuss more on how purpose and how it affects our well-being is Dr. Antoine Butler. You know, Doctor, purpose with mental health, it's not the first thing that comes to mind when I think of mental health. But now when you start talking about it and actually uncovering, I can see how they can connect. What is the psychology behind purpose?
Yeah, so everyone, it doesn't matter if you're a child, an adult, teenager, everybody wants to know that they have some sense of meaning for their life. They also want to know that what they bring to the table is valuable in their community, in their family, in their generation. So just to have a healthy sense of well-being, we have to connect to something greater than ourselves.
Dr. Butler, what causes purpose?
I think that's kind of a philosophical and a spiritual question, but I just think the idea that I have to connect to something greater than myself actually creates purpose in someone's life. And so when we can identify with that, then we start developing ideas and behaviors and assimilating to different groups and families, and we get connected to those things that look like what we want to pursue in life. So I think there's a huger answer to that question, but I think in depth, on the onset, I think that's the answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a big one for you. How does one overcome the loss of purpose? So if somebody is connected to their job, or maybe they grow up thinking that they were going to pursue a specific career in life, or they thought they were going to be something that didn't end up panning out for them, how do individuals overcome those difficulties?
Yeah, so I like acrostics and acronyms. I think they help people remember. So
I could agree with that.
Yeah, let me just give people a few P's.
Please.
So I think, pain. Like sometimes we're drawn to the things that hurt us the most. It's our experiences with those pain that pain that allows us to help other people. Mm-hmm. And so sometimes just the experience that we've had from our own bad situations can bring us to a place to help others.
Absolutely.
I think sometimes just the things that are pleasurable to us, right? Sometimes we lose a sense of enjoyment. Getting back to those things help. I think also the things that made us productive, like whether that was our work or whether those things were hobbies, like getting back to those things can help us to regain some sense of purpose. I think also our productivity, right? What are the things that we're good at? Our natural inclinations and gifts and talents. Right, getting back to those things can help us just kind of reclaim some of that purpose as well.
Do you feel like having a purpose in life gives us a better overall well-being of being happy?
Yeah, well, the statistics show that people who have a sense of purpose are more physically healthy. They do better emotionally. They do better in their relationships. They do better educationally. So the research is out. It's proven. So absolutely.
And Dr. Butler, for individuals who lack that sense of purpose, or maybe they don't know what their purpose is in life yet, what kind of advice do you have for those individuals?
Yeah, so absolutely. So one, don't be discouraged. That's not just an easy thing to figure out. I think that's a lifelong pursuit. I think one of the easiest things to do is to connect with someone that you admire who already has their purpose, right? They can give you some sense of direction. And I think after that, you can start by just creating a small vision for your life. Like, where do I see myself in the next 12 months, 24 months? I think that you can start there. And I think those are just small, low-hanging fruit steps that you can take.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Butler, for being here today and giving us wisdom on purpose and what we can do to kind of help get out of that funk, and to know that it's kind of normal. It's normal not to always have that sense of purpose, but, as we, grow older, we can find different senses of purposes.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for being here.